Welcome to the How to Use Virtual Setup Animation training video. So what is Virtual Setup Animation? Well, it's a feature that generates an animated file from your virtual setups, as you can see here on the right side of my screen. So it records the screen when you use the green play button in the virtual setup, and it shows teeth extractions, teeth movements, and IPR slicing. So what you will learn in this video is how to generate the animation file, how to access the file from the patient browser in the ortho system, how you save the file locally, and how you control the length of the animation. But let's have a look at how it works. So as you can see, I am now in Ortho Analyzer and I have opened one of the standard demo files that we have in the system. So the first thing I need to do is I need to go into the virtual setup feature, and there's a separate training video on how the virtual setup, and I definitely urge you to see that first before you learn how to do the animations. But first go into the virtual setup, and if I open the teeth movement overview over here, you can see I've already done quite a few changes in my virtual setup here to the standard model. I can even do a few more changes here. I'll select one of the teeth here, move it a little bit further down, the other incisor here, move it a little bit further down as well, and then I'm happy with my setup here. So the only thing you have to do to generate the animation file is to click the green play button here. So I click this here, and as you'll notice in the lower right left corner here, it'll say animation, and it'll slowly generate the file here. This could take, depending on how fast your computer is, anything from 10 seconds up to about 30 seconds, but normally it's about 10 to 15 seconds. So when the file's been generated, you have this little dialog box appearing in the middle of your screen. It's basically instructing you that the animation file has been generated, and you can now access it from the new animations tab in the patient browser, which I'll be showing you in just a second. So the only thing you have to do here is to click OK. The animation file that we just created, it can sometimes take up to a minute to be placed into the patient browser, which is what the dialog box said. But I'm pretty sure it's already here in my machine, so let's have a look. So I'll close the model again. So then I go in and open my patient browser. I'll drill down to the model that I used before, this one here. And as you'll notice, there's a new tab here called Animations. And when I click on that, I have my animation files, including the one here that we just made. So a couple things you can do here. If you double click on it, it will open in the default program that is associated with the animation files. So the animation files in the Ortho system is a file extension called GIF or GIF. It's pronounced both ways, GIF, and it's an animation file format that is literally supported by pretty much every computer in the world. So when I double click on this, it will open my default GIF file viewer, and as you can see here, it's very high quality. I can even maximize it on the screen here. It shows exactly what you had on your screen when you generated the file. It's in a real resolution, a real color, as you can see here. So very nice experience that you have here. Let me just close it again. And by the way, as you can see, like a lot of GIF files out there, this is on continuous loop. So when you want to show some of this to your patient, you don't have to worry about whether you have time to show it or not. It will simply go on indefinite loop here. Let me close the file again. So a few more things I want to show you here is when you right click the file, you have an option to choose another program to open it with, or you can use save as, and then you will be able to save that GIF file on your local PC. The final thing I want to show you is how you control the length of the animation file. So the Ortho system ships with an animation length of 10 seconds, no matter how many steps you have in an animation file. And I'll show you where you can change it, and you probably guessed it's in the control panel. So let me just open that right now. So my control panel has now opened. I go into the system settings here, and then I move all the way to the bottom, almost under the miscellaneous settings here, and number 4 from the bottom here under miscellaneous, called duration of animation file. As you can see here, I have actually decreased the length from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. That's what I prefer, but you can basically change it to whatever you want. And remember, as always, in the control panel to click save and restart the author system again once you make the change. And that's it. I hope you enjoy this new animation feature, and thank you for listening.